Bro, what's happening to Kanye West, bro? What's happening to that guy, bro? I think you all see, like, what's he doing right now? Like, what snippets he posting, and I just saw video right now, like, for real, like, it was made in 7 months ago. And it wasn't even that crash out in the Twitter what we see right now. So let's go watch it. Saddest Downfalls to watch. If you wanted to see without my commenting, link down below. Also don't forget to support me. Where is in right corner here, donation, please. You can see whatever you want if you donate me. Also, don't forget about likes, subscribe. Let's starting.
Ain't no mother game, man. It's like 8 hours left to this. No chuckling and nothing, no kind of way. All right, play off the grid.
We off the grid, this for my downfalls. You've either preyed on it for somebody or been the victim to someone preying on it. And whoever's been preying on my downfall, all I want to say is slow down with it a little, because it's definitely been working. The saddest downfalls to see is people who were beloved by all, and it seemed like they could never do any wrong. Only for them to keep digging themselves deeper and deeper in a hole. And no one represents this better than my glorious 5'8", born on June 7th, 1977, went to the American Academy of Art College, 24 Grammy wins. This is his signature, resident of Chicago, Kanye. If you knew any of Kanye's work before, the TikTok Riz era, I guess, you know there's no way in hell he would ever approve
Used to shop at Aldi.
Vultures 2 to release. And dare I say it, Vultures 1 too. Like if Watch the Throne Kanye saw this release, or Graduation Kanye saw this release, he would do his best to stop anybody's earlobes from even being able to consume the music. At least with Vultures 1, you were able to hear it fully produced. But with Vultures 2, I don't know who on his team had the bright idea to release the album barely produced. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all didn't even know the album released. This was so badly rolled out, no one even knew it was dropping. Like, people woke up to see it dropped because it dropped at 3 a.m. The only fans staying up to listen to their favorite artist dropping an album at 3 in the morning is cracked out white girls who listen to Taylor Swift. Then slowly over time, they
He's talking about me.
started to update and fix the song.
Because I'm basically the reaction to Taylor Swift. No, Taylor Swift. I didn't do reaction to her in this time. If you want to, I can. No, I did react to her one album, but it's a very, very old album. No, just not new ones. That's why I'm a little bit confusing. I did reaction to a lot of artists, to be honest. I'm a little bit being forgettable. Sorry, I'm foreigner.
Like it's an iOS update fixing bugs on your phone. So you have these social media pages reposting, talking about the album is updated again for the 5th time. No one cares, it's over. If you have to release so many updates for an album, maybe it wasn't meant to be put out. Just a little advice. And this is his only album he's released that hasn't gone #1 in the first week, to be beaten out by, out of all people, his mortal enemy, Taylor Swift. The only man that went against the demonic woman with high heels, and he lost. So this made people wonder, you know, what the f is actually going on? I mean, this is a man that was giving coaching talks 3 years ago about his albums. A man that runs his studio sessions like the military. He had people passing out in his studio sessions. And just like the great downfall of every leader, MLK, JFK, Abraham Lincoln, Alexander the Great, he suffered the same downfall as all of them.
What's your name? Where you from?
Whippets, aka nitrous oxide. I don't know where this drug spawned from. It's like every other month a new drug spawns in the world people abuse. I swear, fentanyl didn't even exist like 10 years ago, and now it's everywhere. It makes me feel jealous, like I want to be popular too. The rumors of Kanye indulging in this delicacy began when someone on his team leaked text messages of him basically begging for it. And he's out here asking for it too, like he's a kid begging mommy and daddy for candy. If I'm an A-list celebrity, I better have a personal drug dealer like,
can I have, please?
Can make me anything on the spot. And out of all people giving it to him, the allegation is that it's his dentist prescribing it. A dentist? What is this dentist? Some kind of ex-prison affiliated drug lord who ran the streets?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what he is. I usually don't judge a book by its cover, but how am I not supposed to? You can't tell me this dude in another life wasn't running Alcatraz in the 60s. He must have just threatened the dentist school to give him the degree or he would unleash hell on them. And apparently he works with a lot of celebs, some like Gunna, Lil Yachty, Shaq, Post Malone. The whole rap game is f***ed up on this. No wonder nothing good is dropping. For me, I just want him to be healthy in his personal life and then whatever after comes second. I mean, this is a man with 4 kids. It's not like he doesn't have any priorities in his life or anything. So hopefully he gets the help he needs because drug addiction ain't no joke. I would know. I've been on Galaxy Gas this whole video. Someone who needs some Galaxy Gas to calm down is Ninja because he just be lashing out at everyone. Ninja at the start of his blow up was everywhere you could think of. He was like the first mainstream celebrity gamer for real. I've said it before already, and I don't care if any of y'all call this glaze. Streaming simply wouldn't be in the same place in how big it is now without him. But we can't live in the glory days forever. That was about like 5 or 6 years ago. I feel like there's 2 key reasons that can be attributed to his downfall. One being Mixer, because real quick, name 5 streamers that streamed on Mixer before it shut down.
Bro, I was trying to say like when he put meme like Lil T, you see here, I was trying to say Lil Taper Fade. I was too embarrassed to say it, but he's putting Ninja right now, bro. I'm regretting not saying it.
I bet some people watching this didn't even know Mixer existed. I already don't want to watch streams on Kick, and that's a platform with a couple of huge streamers already. Who the f in their right mind was logging into their I can't even say without laughing, Mixer account to watch streamers on there? Like, once he went on there, I swear his presence just vanished from social media. You simply didn't hear of the name Ninja until he switched back. And you know for a fact, he regrets the out of it. He was damn near on the path of being a celebrity. So now the only way he can cope his loss is by hating on the younger streamers surpassing him. Like, for some reason, Ninja absolutely despises Kai Cenat. He hates Kai like Kendrick hates Drake. And I simply think that's because Kai represents what would have happened to Ninja if he simply stayed on Twitch and he didn't switch. Like in the latest streaming record Kai broke, he bring up the fact that another streamer was already bigger than him, so it doesn't matter anyways. And when Kai and Speed were streaming Minecraft and losing, he was saying that they were doing it on purpose. And look, okay, I stream obviously. I understand if people are just bombarding your chat with the same thing all day and how annoying that gets. But you could, you know, just turn it on sub only and boom, you've solved the problem. Ninja, I know your game. I know you like talking your in some type of way. You're not slick. You gotta let people say something first before you can let it rip. And I feel like another key reason of Ninja's downfall was that he blew up because everyone was bad. Everyone touching Fortnite from season 1 to 3 were moving snail numbers. Like the skill jump from that time to now is like us going from stone drawings to the iPhone. And when everyone saw a Ninja clip of him destroying lobbies by himself, they couldn't believe it. It seemed like magic at the time. Flitter flutter. People were just figuring out how to place walls down. And now that Ninja can't keep up with the skill gap, he's just known as the dude that still plays Fortnite at 30 and
he was just noob pro hiker. Yeah.
On people. Alright, but let's switch it up now from an individual to a whole company. How can a company's downfall be so bad that the whole company is just cooked? Disney. That's the only answer. Disney has been losing money since 2019 apparently, which probably isn't a surprise to anyone. I don't know how you can go from being the biggest entertainment company for 100 years to straight dipping to nothing. Like, I think people don't realize how lucky
greatest and showing
generation to grow up in the peak times of Disney because they're never coming back. It's sad to think of all the future generations that will never get to truly experience and immerse themselves in the time when they were releasing banger live action shows, when they were releasing banger cartoon shows, when they were releasing banger movies. Actually, no worries, because now kids can watch things like the Snow White movie, where they tried to remove the dwarves and make them human-sized to not offend the little people community. I don't know which one, but I'm just gonna call them that. And tried to change the plot so Snow White doesn't get saved by the prince but herself because it's not empowering enough. I'm surprised they even released a trailer for this shit. Like, they gotta scrap the whole movie now. Trying to change one of the most classic movies ever while your company is in a downtrod is not the best idea. And I'm not gonna fully blame Disney on certain things because there's certain things I feel like they couldn't do anything about. Like for Disney Channel's fall off, I feel like it was contributed to social media coming up and kids using that over watching shows. But at the same time, if they made good shows still, kids would find a way to watch it regardless. Their main downfall is getting way too political for no reason. Like at the end of the day, people just want to watch some good movies and don't care about your political view. So when you plaster it in front of their faces 24/7, they're just gonna get pissed off and stop paying for your product. And it's the fact fact that Disney acquired all these companies that people saw could basically never fail and threw their political messaging into it. Like
Yeah,
Star Wars and Marvel were
yeah.
basically given on a silver platter to y'all and you failed it. And Disney Plus apparently has been
Yeah, with Star Wars, it's dramatic. They failed for real.
losing their money.
But I'm a little bit sad for them, to be honest. Like, I think they can come back. Like, history's circle. Like,
Since 2019, which is when it launched, so it never made any money. I mean, who could have guessed it? Who would have known people don't want to spend $20 for a no-ad experience? Like, these streaming companies be wildin' nowadays. It was manageable when it was like $12 for no ads. But soon you're gonna have to start taking out mortgage payments just to pay for these services. Maybe this failure at the end of the day is a good thing, though. It'll make them have to lock in and actually start making things people want. Instead of making another live-action Lion King. Why is there another live-action Lion King? No one wants
What?
or Bruce dropped them off. Now, if you're already familiar with the streaming game already, you've most likely heard of Bruce. And when he started blowing up in 2021, it seemed like he could never do wrong. He would have a viral trend or meme every month. He was collabing with different streamers from every
I do not
community,
him.
and people just liked him and how naturally funny he was. He even had a group collabing with the biggest streamers, Kai Cenat and Your Rage, called The Boys. And it seemed like they all got along together well.
I like, by the way, how American rooms looking like, like they're shaped like differently. Where's some wall? Where is cutting on the wall? Where is like, what I'm talking about? I'm like, don't have extra words. Don't know all words. Just like this kind of stuff. Very a lot. I like it kind of.
And it was
Here is it just this type of shape. Nothing more.
the happily ever after. Until Bruce randomly started talking behind their backs. It needs to be studied the way this man's image flip-flopped from the hero to villain overnight. One day he was Batman, the next day he was Joker. Like everything all tumbled down at once and it kept getting worse. He got caught talking all his close creator friends. Tyson Ad, Your Rage, all of AMP, aka
Well,
the
this
biggest streaming group in the world right now. And you would think he would have learned from this until months later. He did the same thing with all of the new phase members. Basically cutting every creator connection he ever had. Now, I'm not saying you have to rely on other people for your success or anything, but it sure would have helped as a streamer being able to collab with some of the other biggest streamers around you. I mean, at least a little bit, right? And then it got worse somehow. It got revealed he was taking perks and that his girl broke up with him. Nowadays, anyone that comes across his path faces the wrath of Bruce. You can't find a clip of him nowadays not talking about somebody. If he sees this video, he'll probably find some way to crash it on me too. Fly could land on his shoulder, and just because of that, he's airing out the whole block. And I really think with Bruce, there's literally no recovery. There's not a single creator that could ever trust this man on or off camera. The fact that the snaking has happened multiple times just puts the nail in the coffin. And last,
Bro, this is kind of I don't know why even he did this, like without any reason, like just snitching, like work is work, friends is friends, like. Why are you snitching on workers,
the magnus opus of downfalls no one expected. The saint of the internet, mrbeast. Okay, look. When I say downfall and mrbeast, there's a clear distinction. It's not a downfall as in numbers-wise, because we're talking about the most subscribed YouTuber on the planet, but more of the downfall of his public image. Like, if you told me last year mrbeast is a morally wrong person, I would think you're one of them annoying who are trying to cancel him for curing blindness. But now, sadly, I have to say, I could see some validity to it if some of the rumors are true. Like, let's be real, your best friend of 10 years gets exposed for some heinous things and you have no clue that it was going on? You couldn't pay Leonardo DiCaprio to act you out of this one, buddy. You definitely knew at least a little bit. And at first it was just that, but as the months are starting to go on, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Some of the main rumors are that he hosted fake lotteries and giveaways, which if true is pretty bad because he's known as the giving money guy. Another allegation is that he hired an ex-offender that was convicted of rape of a child. And you could say he didn't know and it's not confirmed if he did, but if you're running the biggest YouTube channel on earth, you better be screening your employees like the government, or f it. Just pay like $20 to one of those websites where you can get somebody's criminal history. Everyone should be walking through TSA before even stepping foot on a shooting production. The TSA machine should be plastered with mrbeast Productions. It's pretty hard to go through something like that without hearing it from at least one person out there. Best believe if I was told this news, the employee would be getting a public beating and it would be the trailer to my YouTube channel. And now
I don't know, does he talking about like how to say, like dissing of ex-employer? Like there was a lot of shit, like bullshit. Just person was like on some kind of drugs and he just talked shit like, oh, he did this, he did that, and it's basically things that you could just exit, you know, like you can leave if you want to, like I don't know, it's not that deep, you know, like even his give job ex person who was in prison for this SA, you know, like I don't know, like yeah, it's a bad person, but like he got time in the jail. What he's supposed to do? Like don't have any job? Like I don't know, just people not after prison disappear. They don't have quadrillions of money after jail. What are you talking about?
the most recent allegation is that mrbeast's COO was running a gay strip bar?
Okay.
I don't know how we went from scams to grinders, but something's fishy about this to me. It's quite literally impossible to hire someone at that high of a position without knowing what their past was. And some people might think it isn't weird and who cares what he was doing before. But imagine Johnny Sins working at like St. Jude's Hospital. It just doesn't sound like a good mix of names. mrbeast still ain't respond to any of this yet, so I'm still taking it with a grain of salt. But he's gonna have to cook the greatest response of all time that this earth has ever seen. It has to knock people out their chairs with so much disproven that we feel bad we even thought he could do wrong. So hopefully these downfalls can be a lesson to the people around the world. Some are
I don't know, there was not much allegations, like like his CEO has a gay bar, like okay. But with Kanye, of course, this is sad, really sad, like this is yeah, kind of is. Okay, that's it. If you want to version without my talking in description, don't forget about likes, subscribe, and that's it. Bye.